No matter how stuck, lost, or defeated that you feel, you are one decision away from changing your life completely. And I'm here to tell you that whatever you're going through right now, whether you feel like you are a product of your environment, a product of your family, a product of your circumstances, you decide everything that happens to you from here on out. If you watch this video all the way to the end and you hear everything I said in this video and you apply it into your life, I promise you, a year from now, you will be a different person. And you'll be so glad that you did because you, as we all know, each of us make decisions every day that affect us. So when I say you can turn your life around, I completely mean that because you are in charge of exactly what you do every single time. And you will reap the benefits once you start making positive change to your life and completely turn your life around and be a different person than you are today. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can do so. But please don't forget to like this video, share this video with everyone you know, watch the video all the way to the end so you can comment below what key takeaways that you have gotten from this video. And also join this amazing community of gems by subscribing to this channel for the Refined Society. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you're notified every time that I drop a brand new video. So, again, you are one decision away from having a completely different life. It won't be easy, but it will surely be worth it. So, the first thing I need you to do is to own your story. No one else can tell your story like you do. You have decided for the last few years that you've been alive that everyone else has a part to play in whatever the story that has been written before. But from here on now, you decide who writes the story and who is the main author. That will be you, sweetie. Nobody else can take that away from you because, again, this is your life. So you write the chapters, you pre plan your chapters from here on out. So if you say, if you are 30 years old, you're going to write what exactly you want your 30th year of life to look like. Think of it like prompting your life. This is what I want for my 30th year. I want to accomplish these things on my 30th year and watch it slowly fulfill itself. For some reason, God will align people, places, and things to make those things happen. I'll give you an example. I was supposed to be in a pageant and I knew it was going to cost me quite a bit of money. I didn't know where the money was going to come from because at the time I was not working. But lo and behold and lo, about 8 weeks before the pageant, I ended up getting a job, getting paid $30 an hour, and I ended up having the entire $10,000 that I needed to compete. It just came because I wrote down how much I needed and I somehow received the money. I worked for it. However, the opportunity came to have the money to spend on the pageant. So what I'm saying is scripting your life is probably what is going to exponentially elevate your life. So I need you to stop blaming your past because whatever happened already happened. You made decisions that allow you to be at this present time. So stop blaming your past, your circumstances, or other people. It has already happened. Don't blame yourself anymore. You can't fully stay in the state of mind that nothing else can change because you can't change the past. So just accept what you've done before, accept your mistakes, take full responsibility, and the fact that from here on out, like your life is in your hands. Your life is literally in your hands. So you need to say this to yourself. I am not my past. I am my future. I am not my past. I am my future. That is the mindset you need to have. I am my future from here on out. And that second thing I need you to do is to shift your mindset. Stop saying I cannot and start saying I will figure it out. Every challenge that you have is an opportunity to grow. So if you are not growing, you're not learning, you are not leveling up. So I need you to think about everything that you're going to go through is going to allow you to grow over time. Whatever happened in the past have allowed you to grow into the person that you are now. Now, if you take some time to reflect and everything that happened in your past, then you can see what lessons you can take from each of them. Even if you didn't look at them before, I want you to take some time between now and the next few months to really jot down everything that come to you throughout your day that you can, you start having flashbacks once you start forcing yourself to have flashbacks. You have to think about, okay, so let me rewire my year 27, right? And you start thinking like, so what did happen on this year? You If you want, you can go through your Facebook page. If you use Facebook where you post your pictures, you can go through that year and really trying to like jog your memory of what has happened that year, so you can really figure out, okay, so what happened, what could I've learned from this year, from that year in particular, and what not to repeat. And slowly over time, flashbacks will start happening more and more often. And you're like, wait a minute, I didn't like that. I don't remember this happened, but I'm glad I remember it now. I'm glad it came to surface. And sometimes you might get something that surfaced that you didn't want it to surface because it would trigger a lot of your emotions, and you probably need to speak to someone. You probably need to sit on the lady's chair. You probably need to go sit on that lady's couch. And that's okay. If that's what happens, that's what happens, right? If you need to take some time and work through what the flashback was, just go ahead and do that. But I want you to think about, like, when it comes to shifting your mindset, is that you have to let go of any limiting beliefs because you are more capable than you think. And the third thing you could do is to change your habits because that's going to change your life. Again, your daily actions truly going to shape your future because small habits equals big results over time. We cannot expect immediate results because that is delusional. I know we like to say, okay, be the Lulu. Is this a Lulu? Yes, also true, but we cannot expect massive result in a little bit of time. We can expect massive results because we're the Lulu, but we also have to be understanding that like we have to play the long game. The long game is how you build patience, it's how you build habits that will increase your likelihood of achieving the things that you have set in motion, right? So again, daily actions build your massive result over time. You have to replace distractions with the discipline. So if you're looking to achieve a certain type of goals for the next 2 years, 3 years, you have to start thinking like, so what am I doing right now that is not giving me time to do what I need to do for this? So you start looking through your daily routine and see, okay, so what am I doing that is a waste of time that I can take that waste of time and make it meaningful time to something else. And that is how you're going to swap distractions to becoming more disciplined into the things that you really truly care about, because that's what's going to make a difference when you start going through what exactly means more to you than the others, and you start really boggled down. Okay, so I need to replace this with this is no longer meaningful to me. Let me go ahead and move that here. This gotta go. This spring gotta go. This place gotta go. Then you start thinking, then you start looking at, okay, I'm spending too much money here. Let me stop going over there. You like slowly everything would change from different aspects of your life because you start taking more of an initiative to really buckle down. Like, so this is my life, and I'm making choices that is going to elevate my life. And I cannot do that if I'm distracted by such and such. And you have to start thinking, okay, my time is extremely valuable, so I cannot waste it on stupid things, on things that's not going to make my life fruitful. So that's the mindset you need to start having, because that's the last thing you need to do is to be around places and things and people that is going to waste your time. So let go of anything that's going to not allow you to change your habits, because when what you do today determines your future. What you do today determines who you'll be tomorrow. What you do today will determine what you're going to do tomorrow. So from here on out, make sure whatever habits you decide on, you stand on business and you stick through the proper channels. You do not deviate, because you're building discipline, and discipline is built through small daily habits. Okay. And the fourth thing I need you to do is to face your fears and stop making excuses. Face your fears, because fear and doubt will always be there, but you just have to do it anyway, Brene Brown. Feel the fear and do it anyway. That is a very, very good book from Brene Brown that I think you should read. And that's going to help you solidify how you can work through having so many different fears for different things, and how you will, at the end of you coming out of your end result, you'll realize that the fear was just in your head. It's not real. It is not real. It's a it's an illusion. Fear is an illusion of what you think might happen. And then when it doesn't happen, you're like, wait, I was scared of this whole entire time. And you're like, what? I I was tripping. You are tripping. You are overthinking things that truly it's an illusion. It's imaginary. You it's not real. Okay? Fear is not real. So you just have to work through by doing it, because when you do it, by the end of it, you realize the fear wasn't a real thing. It was all subconsciously created by you, because you just didn't feel like you are worth of achieving that goal, and that you achieve it. You like, wait a minute, I was scared of this whole time. This is nothing. This is nothing. And you know what's crazy too? Seeing someone else do it, and then you tell them like, oh my God, you so amazing. You look so good on stage. Like you did this. And the other person is like, oh, thank you. The whole time they're thinking like, girl, it's not that serious. It did not take that much effort. But to you, it'll feel like it's so much effort, because you have a fear that it's going to take you a lot to do. However, that person went through it and realized it's not that bad. That is how, when you see some people come into their own, it is because they have accepted that their fear of it is no longer there. They just have accepted this is what they are, this is who they are. That's it. I promise you, Beyonce is not all that. And I'm saying this because I'm saying this as a full stand. The only reason why we adore people who are celebrities is because those people have accepted that they are who they are. They have became aware and have accepted this is who they're going to show up as. So the moment you start showing up as who you are and who you want to be like, the sky is the limit. You show up in the room, they're like, who is that? Like she walk in like she know who she is, because she do. Because she do. She do. She knows who she is. That's how she walk like she walk like she talking. You know what I'm saying? Like she walk in there because she know that she a bad girl. And she walk like she's because she knows she is. You know, like she has walked into herself. Like she just have accepted it. This is who I am. This is my style. This is how I want to dress. This is how I present myself. This is who I want to show up as. This is me. You know that song from The Greatest Showman, This Is Me? This is what you need to embody. That song right there, This Is Me, embody that song like nobody's business. Okay? No one else can face your fears unlike you can. Okay? So you need to understand like fear and a doubt will always be there, because it's a defense mechanism for trying to shelter you from becoming the true self, right? It's a defense mechanism to stop you from becoming your true self. Repeat it one more time. Fear and doubt are defense mechanism to stop you from becoming who you are. It is not real. So when it start popping out, start thinking from this video on that when the fear pop up is not real, let me just go through it. Do the work anyway. Feel the fear, but do it anyway. Do whatever you got to do. And then at the end of it, you will be like, I was just tripping. It's not that serious. I worked through it. See, like, I'll be honest with you. Like, I've had people tell me, like, oh my God, girl, you look so good. You look so much weight. I need help. Da, da, da. And I'll be like, sure, I can help you. Not a problem. I don't see it as a big deal, but to them, it looks like it was a big deal because they have not decided to show up in their true self. I've decided. I've decided that I am going to show up as who I am. And that is a bad girl. Like I'm a refined woman. Like I dress modestly and I look presentable and I'm well spoken and I'm a motivator and I'm a coach. I help whoever I can help. I I am living through what I want to become. I said I want to be a public speaker and I'm doing so. So in the space of me choosing my life, I am facing the fear that imposter syndrome I might have over time. But once I just go ahead and go on stage anyway, once I'm done talking, it's out of my hands. It's done. I did it. It is what it is. I have went for it and I leave it up to the floor. I leave it on the floor. As long as I have figured out, I went through it. I finish. The goal is to finish. Okay. If you have a goal, finish the goal. Don't just work through the goal. You need to finish the goal, get to a destination. But as you go through the journey to the destination, once you get to the destination, don't stress over it anymore. It has already happened. You can't do anything else. You give it your best shot, and that's how you have to think about it. You just say, you know what? I give it my best, and it is what it is from here on out. I finished. I'm done. Now next. What's next? Who got next? You know what I'm saying? So what will happen is while you're going through that journey before the destination is that excuses will happen. Excuses will keep you stuck, honestly, because they will try to stop you from becoming your true self. That's what the excuses are. It will come up. It'll be like, okay, well, you're too tired today, or you don't have time today, or you are have to be there, and everywhere there. You have this many tasks. You have this errand to run. No, make the time. Stop your excuses because action is what will move you forward. So the best way to build confidence is to keep promises to yourself. Stop trying to to not complete your goal. Keep the promises to yourself. This is how you show yourself that you respect yourself is by keeping the goals and the promises serious to yourself. Okay. And honestly, as you go through life, when it comes to setting a vision for your life, when you see the vision that you'd like to accomplish based on that goal, or just so your overall life vision, make the plan and make it plain. Okay, make the plan and make it plain. If you don't know where you're going, you'll stay lost. So when I say script your life, I really mean script your life. Script your life. The same way I script what I'm going to do every month, I I uh, I swear to you, it happens. It happens. I said that I was going to monetize in 30 days. That's exactly what happened. I am monetized in 30 days. That is it. I don't know what it 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 just happens. It just happens. Write it down. Write it down. Use your five senses, okay? See yourself writing it down. Use your hand, physical touch to write it down, okay? And then speak it out loud to yourself. So that way you do it auditorily and then you hear it. And then it sinks into your subconscious mind. Science again. Do it for science, right? So set the vision, write down your goals, and be specific. Break them down into daily and weekly actions, and then you commit. Don't just write them down. You need to commit. The key word here is commitment. You cannot turn your life around without committing to your new life. The reason why we like celebrities again is because they have committed to their path. They have committed to their path. Politicians have committed. The moment they decided that they're going to be a public servant, they have committed. This is what they've chosen. They're going to go full in. They have to go all in. That's it. This is it. This is it. Now you can change careers, but once you change career, you have to commit. For as long as you have allowed yourself to be committed to that goal, zone in. You need to clock in. You need to clock in. You need to get on your Zoom. Get on your Zoom and just go ahead and do it. You've been wasting time. You can turn your life around if you just commit. Commit to who you want to become. Commit to that goal that you want to do. And the moment that you decided that you're going to commit, then you start creating the plan, and then you start committing to the daily habits, because actions create momentum for your life. So start creating, start making a plan, and that way you can completely turn your life around. All right, gems, I'm so glad you watched this entire video to the end. Thank you so much for liking this video. Share this video to everyone you know, and comment below any key takeaway that you have gotten from this video. And as always, join this amazing community of gems by subscribing to this channel and click the notification bell to make sure that you are notified every time that I drop a brand new video. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.